Let's talk about Auntie Donnie McClurkin, as we called them yesterday. Well, the day before, because I didn't do a show yesterday. So y'all already know heard the tea and everything that I broke it on down with the whole Donnie McClurkin thing. I'm not gonna go in this whole situation about these hypocrites that's behind the scenes in the church that sit up here and talk homophobic bullshit. But y'all be the ones, you ladies, be getting y'all labias licked by somebody of the same gender, and you men be up in here doing homosexual things with other men up in the church. You got to be a part of the elite. You got to be a part of the club in order to be able to get up in that stuff. So, and Donnie McClurkin out here trying to fool everybody, talking about he heterosexual. In what multiverse, sir? Because you ain't fooling nobody. I mean, you may be fooling some of them constituents up in your church, but you ain't fooling the rest of us. Those of us who got them they live shades on, because we see you for who you are, Miss Mama. So the Grammy winning gospel singer and pastor has addressed the allegations that have come out about him. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. I have a whole segment that I did on it. It's like 45 minutes. If y'all gonna sit through all, because when it comes to this stuff, we gotta get into some things. We gotta really break it down. I'm not giving y'all no 2-second cliff note trailer size version of what's going on. And I'm talking about trailer as in like one of the movie trailers. Like you're not gonna get a minute and a half. You can't squeeze all that up in there. If we're gonna get into the stuff, we gotta break it on down. So if you want to see that video, you can go over to the channel and you can watch that if you haven't seen it. But he has addressed the allegations against them, calling them contrived and untrue. Now, according to a civil lawsuit filed in New York, McSlurpin is accused of S.ing his former personal assistant, Giuseppe Corletto, over several years, starting after they met in 2003, when Corletto sought guidance on his sexuality and faith. The complaint alleges the abuse occurred during so-called "pray the gay away" spiritual sessions. And here's the thing, I gagged because I was watching somebody's show. Lord forgive me, I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Savvy Sabs or if it was Keith Edwards or one of them shows. But they spilled some tea and said that Mr. Corletto is good friends with Candace Owens. I was like, say what now? Because he was up in there talking. There was some tweets that he had posted going in on Eric Kirk, talking about how it seemed like she out here grifting on the behalf of her husband and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, the tweets is out there. All of a sudden, people started to, oh, wait, it might have been Make Sense that brought this tea up. So it was somebody. I can't remember who. Forgive me. But I do have his post. So let's get into it. Shout out to the Shade Room for this, for screen grabbing this. I'm going to try my best to read through this without giggling, side commenting, and rolling my eyes to the point where I'm going to be cross-eyed. But let's get through it. With all humility, faith, and deep respect for Christ and this global gospel music and ministry community, which has shaped my life, my calling, and my character, I address this letter. Many of you are aware of the profane allegations of sexual assault, R word, and coercion that have been recently lodged against me. I want to state clearly that unequivocally, maybe I should say it like a pastor, that these allegations are contrived and untrue. And he said, I understand the weight of such false claims, especially in our community rooted in faith, trust, and the teachings of Jesus Christ. And sexual violence in any form is a real and painful reality for many and not to be used frivolously. True survivors deserve to be heard, protected, and supported. At the same time, the truth matters and the truth has not been told. Well, and this is what he said through his attorney, Gregory S. Lisi, Esquire. So, you're saying all the right things in this post. However, do I believe it? No, I don't. Because some of the many of things I heard about Miss McClurkin, and I told y'all that, and it was funny because I was telling y'all this whole story, and I ain't seen Funky Dineva's show. And he ended up literally word for word. I'm not saying he copying off of me, whatever, but he said the same, like in so many words, the same things that I was telling y'all. I'm like, you want to know? See, it gets around. When it comes to the gays, we all talk. And there was a party that I went to with a ex friend of mine, because I don't fuck with him no more. He can rot in hell for all I care. But his ex at the time, Marvin, I remember going to his house, and it was a house party, drinking, having a good old time. A lot of church queens was up in there. And it was like we broke night. And child, we was up in there, and the conversation came around Donnie McClurkin and all the legendary stuff that be going on in them churches with them queens that be sitting up in there, on the pulpit talking all they mess. When behind the scenes they be doing that yum yum bouncy bouncy and the slurpy slurpy. And I be telling you, I was like, yeah. We know all the things. We know the people that know how to get in them rooms and do the things with them people that be sitting up in there condemning homosexuality, but they be the first ones with their feet up to the moon. Trust and believe. We trying to tell y'all, but y'all be thinking, oh, y'all just hating. Y'all just did. No. And my thing is, I'm not out here to just be exposing people's sexuality and all that other stuff. I expose hypocrites. Because I be like, you come out in your own time. But if you're going to be out here condemning people, telling people they're going to hell and all this other mess, or spewing all kinds of propaganda, Lady G, as in Lindsey Graham, and all you other ones, we going out your ass. So I'm not buying this post. McSlurpin is full of shit, but they're gonna have to prove this in court. Now, I was also hearing people with discourses talking about how they believe, especially with a lot of these, from Donnie McClurkin to Tyler Perry. And I mean, I don't even know if we can lump Will Smith in this yet. Will Smith's one that requires a lot of investigating going on that, because I am still relatively confused what's going on with that case. But with the Tyler Perrys and the Donnie McClurkins, there's a lot of people out here who believe, like regular people and YouTubers, who I have noticed have been saying that they feel that a lot of these people that's out here crying abuse was with the shits until the money stopped rolling in, and then they stopped being spoiled, or maybe they aged out, or whatever the case was, and they done moved on to the next bussy or whatever. And so now y'all want to come out and talk about how you was abused, how you was SA'd. And if there's and now there's some truth to that, there might be. Because let me tell you, when I was young, I was pursuing older men. Because when you young and you horny and you trying to, and you feel like older men know what to do, they're more experienced. So I want to learn all the things. And so, yeah, when I was young, or child trust, I was carrying when I was young. I'm not excusing the behavior, because as a grown ass man, you should know better. You should know to not be willingly pursuing, because I did have older men pursuing me. And then B, even if I was pursuing people, they should know better. Be like, nah, I can't be out here trying to fuck on no kid or whatever. But they know, like, when you young and you fertile and you got a lot of energy, them grown ass is gonna, get up in that. And so maybe there is some truth to that with, Derek Dixon and Mario, that they were, wanting to be taken care of like a woman. And once, the Tyler Perry decided, I don't want to be out here supporting you hoes no more, even though he did in the beginning, when he was trying to get in them cookies, he was like, oh, I'll take care of you forever and ever. And then when forever and ever ended, because forever and ever mean ever, forever, ever, ever, as my boy from Outcast would say, then there's all of a sudden you went out here crying great. I don't know if that happened. That's something that's you gotta have to prove that on both sides, but somebody T gonna come out. And Donnie McClurkin, look, if you was willing to just be out here and live your life and stop trying to be fake and perpetuate an image of yourself that is not who you are, then we wouldn't be in this situation, because you can't pray the gay away. You can't sit up here and tell me you're not a homosexual, because trust and believe, that is not a disease that you can cure. It is a part of who you are. It's in your DNA. It's in your blood. It's embedded in who you are. You're gonna find a way to suck a dick. And I know I'm probably being graphic. I don't give a good goddamn. But eventually, and the same thing with you women, you're gonna be slurping on that clam eventually. That seafood you claiming you allergic to, or you eventually you're gonna be up and eating them old crab legs and slurping on that clam. Same thing with you men. You're gonna find a way to buy them knee pads and get up in there and start sucking on that Nathan's hot dog. So deny all you want. Perpetuate and feed these people this lie all you want. You can lie to the world. You can't lie to yourself. So we gonna have to just see how this play out. It was cute or whatever that you was able to put this out here, but Ain't nobody buying it. Now, hold on, because I want to see what the people are saying in the comments. Um, on the Jasmine brand, 'cause this way I got like their screenshot and everything from. So one person said, "Fix it, Jesus." Another one said, "God loves you whether you in the closet or not. What he doesn't love is how you are acting because you can't decide to stay in or come out." Well, if it was up to him, he never would come out of the closet. But if you out here doing fuck shit, you can't be surprised that eventually you're gonna be trying to fulfill that need that you trying to bury so deep within yourself. Child, nobody in these comments sidebar is believing anything that Miss McClurkin is that Auntie is saying. Now, hey Auntie, that's what I was thinking about with Michael B. Jordan. Remember when he said that to Queen Ramonda? Hey Auntie, that's what this is giving. Now, another person, and these are all women in these comments too. One person said, "Just come out." Another person said, "Lord have mercy." Another person said, "I know DL passes, but okay, Donnie." Another person, "I'm not understanding why so many harsh comments. Somebody make an allegation and everybody hop on." Okay, girl. Now there's always got to be one dumb bitch in the comments. It's about somebody make an allegation. Everybody hop on the bandwagon. And we don't know if it's true or not. Okay, sis. Now you can believe them delusions are grander if you want, but child, we know a faggot when we see one. Now, now this is a read. Hold on. Now somebody said, "Now Donatella Marie McClurkin." If you don't stop playing with us on this internet, he wrote a whole Aaliyah 4-page letter and sealed it with some lies. Okay, we just gonna have to end it there because that was just a cackle, the cackle of all cackles. So yeah, so that's basically what we have right now in regards to this whole situation. But we will keep you abreast of this mess as it develops. So I say all this to say to you, what do y'all think of this story? Are you buying what do you call her? Donatella Marie. Well, Donatella Marie McClurkin is out here spewing. Whatever your thoughts are on this foolishness, let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.